Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit, but I'm back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what not to do during sorority recruitment. I've never really dedicated a full video to, things to avoid during sorority recruitment, but I do feel like part of the reason I make these videos is to prepare y'all to be successful during sorority recruitment. And if we don't cover things to avoid and things not to do, then I don't think you'll be fully successful. So let's do it. If you guys don't know me, my name is Erin. I make college, lifestyle, food, fitness, and sorority videos. And so since it's summertime and sorority recruitment's coming up, there will be quite a few of these this summer. So if you guys want to keep up with them, subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a video. I also have a sorority recruitment advice playlist on my channel, so you guys can go watch that and soak in all the advice videos for sorority recruitment that I've already made. So anyways, let's get started. Okay, the first big no-no is do not be fake. Do not put on a front or try to act differently than you really are, because number one, I think when people do that, they think that, okay, these girls have never met me before, they won't know. But I feel like people, it's more obvious when someone's acting fake than I think that you really think. And it's honestly just gonna screw yourself over, because let's focus here for a second. If you're being fake and acting as a person you're not, just to fit in with the house, let's say you get in that house and then you have to act fake to fit in for the rest of your college experience. That's miserable. That is so miserable. You have to be a different person for 4 years just because you want to fit in with this cool house or whatever the heck they are. Just be yourself, because you will find a group of girls that is so much like you. You will experience friendships and bonds that you didn't even know could be so strong and awesome, because these girls are so much like you and have the same values as you and same aspirations, same goals, stuff like that. It's so worth it to just be yourself. Whether that puts you in the top house that everybody wants or not, it doesn't matter. That should never be your goal going into recruitment. And that's my next don't. Is don't go in knowing, I know this is top house, I know this is not, I know this is bottom house, I want to be in a top house. That is not a real thing. When people are saying this is top house, this is blah blah blah, that is just word of mouth. There is actually no structure that's an actual tier system. I know we all bottom tier, top tier, whatever. That doesn't actually exist. The university, Panhellenic, whatever, does not actually take houses from each university and put them in a tier system. That is literally just a concept that people talk about and have thought about in their head based on the sororities at their school, based on what they think on the sororities at that school. The only thing that sororities are really ranked on, and it's not really a rank, it's more of just an award for the person that does it the best, is their grades, their involvement, their community service, the money raised for their philanthropy, that kind of stuff. It's not based on the sorority and everything they are as a whole. So do not go in being this is top house, this house sucks. I only want this house, because you're cutting yourself off to so many awesome houses that other girls may think that's not their number one house at the university. Do you know what I mean? I know that was kind of confusing, but the tier system is just not a real thing, and just don't put your opinions on every house based in that made-up tier system. Number 3, this is one I think I have seen and I know others have seen, and that is wearing so many designer things and flexing your money and assuming that that is going to get you into a sorority. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have never been in a sorority or heard of a sorority that literally only cares about money. I just know from the girls in all the sororities that I know, they do not care. Do as you please, but just know that no matter what you choose, your money is not getting you into the sorority. Number 4 is something I heard a girl talking about the other day. She was talking about how she would actually tell sororities, I don't want to be in your house right now. And I was a little bit caught off guard by that, because that is such a big no-no. There's a few reasons why this is really, really bad, and probably the biggest thing I would say do not do during sorority recruitment. Number 1, sororities aren't just friends with the girls in their sororities. Like, I can probably say I have had a relationship, different levels, like some are like really, really close to me and some are like we're acquaintances, with the girl in every single house at my university. Therefore, word spreads really fast if somebody, a P&M, is being really rude. Because girls just talk. That's just how it is. A lot of people live with other people in other sororities. Like, it's just gonna get around. And if you're being rude to a girl in this sorority, girls in other sororities might be like, ooh, she might be a mean girl. I don't know if I want her. Because who wants to be friends with a mean girl or be stuck with a mean girl? Do you know what I mean? No one. Another thing is you don't know who you could end up friends with down the line in college, and you're burning a bridge when you go into a house and go, I don't want to be here. You're burning all ties with anyone in that house. And that is a lot of people. Think about maybe you're dating a guy down the line and his sister is in that house and heard about you from that recruitment. What do you think is gonna happen there? Next, the girls that are rushing you are so much more than just their sorority. Yeah, during sorority recruitment, they seem like all they care about is their sorority, and they probably do care about their sorority. But there's a lot more to them than just, I'm a pi-pi, you know what I mean? And they have real feelings, and they're not just a house. You know, they're a person. So when you go to them and say something rude like that, think about the way that affects them. So let's just be polite in every house we're in, whether you want to be there or not. There is a difference. So in like pref, sometimes you're going to have to tell that second house, like, I think I fit in better with my other house. I am so thankful for the time I've gotten with y'all, but I think my heart is just pulling me this way. That's different than being like, I don't want to be here. Okay, next, do not gossip on the lawn. This is something that can really, really affect girls' recruitments if they let themselves feed into these rumors, because rumors fly on the lawn. And on the lawn, I mean like when you're sitting outside of houses just talking to other girls who are going through recruitment, because girls are gonna be upset that they got cut from a house. Girls are gonna try to make people feel bad because they're not getting really good houses back. Do you know what I mean? And so rumors will fly. I mean, I heard some crazy things when I was out there, and some of them I'm like, ooh, is that true? Like, should I second guess this house? They're not true. Like, just, you do you, focus on your process and let others focus on theirs. There's no need to talk poorly about a person or a house to make someone else feel bad or to make yourself feel better. That's just so toxic. Let's just don't do that. But don't feed into it, don't listen to it, and don't be somebody that's like contributing to it. Okay, don't wear clothes that you feel uncomfortable in or could be a little risky, or you're constantly going to have to like fix just because you're scared of like having like a wardrobe malfunction. When you're going through recruitment, you want to be able to put all your attention into your conversations and all of your focus on building relationships with girls in the lawn and girls in the houses and figuring out, you don't want to have to be worrying about how you look all day and, oh my gosh, is my shirt coming undone, or is my skirt, you know, staying tucked? You know what I mean? You just want to be able to be comfy and just focus. So pick outfits that are not going to give you trouble throughout the day. You're not going to have to mess with. They're not uncomfortable or itchy or anything like that. Next, don't be a complainer. If somebody's like, how are you doing today? You can be honest and be like, it's been a long week. I'm really tired. But I've been having a lot of fun and I've been really enjoying getting to know all the people I've met this week. You know what I mean? Like, you can be honest, but just don't be like, ugh, I'm so hot, like, this is miserable. Because that sets the whole tone for the conversation to just be kind of like, let's bond over how we're tired, I guess. So don't be a complainer. You can be honest, but turn it back to a positive note at least so that the conversation can go on a positive route. Do not give short answers to questions during recruitment. This will ruin your conversation. If someone was to be like, so what's your major? And you're like, journalism. Why did you pick journalism? Oh, my sister did it. What next? What do you want to do with that? I want to be a news anchor. Why do you want, you know what I mean? It's just so boring. Like, elaborate on your everything. Like, even if they're like, how are you today? What I just said. You know, it's kind of hot, but I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I've really enjoyed getting to meet everybody this week. I'm excited for the rest of the week. Elaborate, because that's how you have good conversations. And you can really figure out if you vibe with them, and they could really figure out if they vibe with you. If they're asking your major, oh, my major's journalism, I want to be a news anchor, I picked this major because blah blah blah, and then you go into a conversation and everything's gonna flow and it's gonna be good. That's the best way to take conversations in any aspect of life, but definitely during recruitment as well, because that is going to really give you the best opportunity to figure out who you vibe with and to have the best conversations no matter what house you're in. And finally, do not talk about partying or frats or boys or drinking or drugs or anything like that. It's just something that doesn't need to be talked about. If that's not the way you want to spend your college career, you're gonna have lots of time to do that, sweetie, but recruitment is just not the time. Sororities are really looking for well-rounded women and women that are gonna wanna, you know, maybe take on leadership roles in their sororities, and women that want good grades, and women that want to get involved with the community, and women that want to be successful. And there are, of course, women in sororities and every other aspect of life that just want to party, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But I just don't think that should be what you're like putting your best foot forward with. Like, I'm a party girl. Be a party girl. But also, what else are you? Like, let's present that part first. I don't know. It's just something I want to talk about. The active members also know, like, not to talk about that, and so when somebody starts talking about it, even if that girl does party, it's kind of just like a little bit alarming, because that is just such like a big taboo in recruitment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you guys have any more questions or need specific advice for recruitment or college, you let me know in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram too. Here's my Instagram. I will also link my recruitment and college advice playlists in the comments, or in the description box, because I have quite a few videos already made, and so I might have already answered your question. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!